mouse, or that screen phone, you're watching Spread Those Wings.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Another episode of Spread Those Wings Chicken Wing Podcast. Again, like always, I let myself down. I don't see what number it is.
I've lost count after episode 5.
Sounds about right. Most of the
I think
time.
I actually lost count towards the teens. Realistically.
Episode 249. Wow, we are one away from the big 250. I am the Buffalo Wing Beaut. That is the Dry Rub Daddy. That is the Buffalo Wing Baby who's yelling in front of the Christmas tree and
Cheerios everywhere.
just yeeted a bowl of Cheerios across the floor. And this is Brunners Eatery.
North Boston / Hamburg, I guess you
Yeah,
call it.
it's right on the border. Home of Brunners Pizza Baron. I don't know what that means.
I actually really enjoy their burritos. Messy burritos, but one of my favorite spots for the burritos.
So, they have a sub that is actually a Reuben Bomber, and it's fucking banging.
Oh yeah. Isn't it called the Bomber?
Yeah, the Reuben Bomber's banging. They allowed Gary to split a single order into 2 flavors, which is nice.
They didn't. I was gonna get 50, but they only let me split it into 2. So I was like, why not just 2 flavors, and then if they let me split the 10. I also get their pizza sub there too, and you can add chicken fingers to it. So like I do a chicken finger.
I sent that to you, right? Mike's had the special of the week was the chicken finger pizza sub. But wings are about $1.60 a wing.
Not too bad.
No, 4 flavors, medium, mango habanero, which we haven't done a mango hab in a while.
It was either that or like regular barbecue teriyaki. I'm like, let's just do that.
A wet gar parm and hot. So let's start it off with. I assume these are the mediums.
Yeah, they smell good. Go ahead.
Very basic blue cheese.
It's gonna probably not be too crispy only because the ride home is like 30-40 minutes because I had to take them home from work.
Here we go.
So I'll give them a little bit of a pass.
There's still some crunch to it.
I think online too. If I order them online, you can like ask for instructions on how to cook them.
You can.
But I didn't because I forgot about it.
I like the sauce on it.
I do too.
Very saucy for a medium. Honestly, when we opened it, I wasn't too sure if it was the medium or the hot at first. I will start us off. I'll give them an 8 on the crisp. It still had some crunch to it. Definitely have sat a while and there was still some crunch, so fresh out, those were really, really good.
Yeah.
Meat, I'll give them a 7.5. That first one was really big, the second one was pretty petite. But they all look pretty decent across the board there. Amount of sauce, I'm going to go with a 9. You don't usually get that much on a medium nowadays. And it kind of sticks nice to the wing. I appreciate that. Flavor, I'm going to go with an 8. It's a pretty standard medium. Nothing really to write home about. And price, $1.60 wing. I'll go 7.5. It's not the worst. I'll come with an even 80.
I think I'll be in a similar ballpark. Crisp is the only thing I complain about, but like I said, they had to travel a bit. 7.5 on the crisp, but it's not going to hurt them too bad. Meat, I'll go with an 8. I had 2 decent-sized drums. Enough wing on there. Sauce, I'm going to agree with Kyle. I think that's a 9 on the sauce. Like, there's a ton at the bottom. It's all over the wing. It covers my hands. I like to lick my hands afterwards, so. Flavor, I'll go with an 8. I think it's a nice medium flavor. There's a little bit of a kick to it afterwards. So I enjoy the basic medium flavor. There's not like a ton of butter on it. And then price, I'll go with a 7.5 on the price. It's not terrible. Well, it's an 8.
Matching me exact.
8 even.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad one. I really do like the sauce that's in there. As we're destroying this box. Gary, what do you want to go?
Let's do the mango habanero because we haven't. Unless we do garlic parm and then a mango habanero.
No, we can do mango habanero.
For the
That works for me. That is a big goober right there.
Oh yeah. Oh. Any way for us to save money while getting more wing flavors, I'm down for it. I dig it.
The bonus is it's not like totally flaccid, and that's a very, very like thick sauce. Other bonus points, you can tell that it's been cooked thoroughly, but it like the meat is really, really like.
There's no pink or anything.
Yeah, well, it's really moist. Also, that's what I was gonna say.
Like a tender.
Yes.
A tender flavor to it, or tender taste, consistency, whatever the fuck word you want to use. I think this is like as mango-y, habanero-y as you're gonna get, with blending the spice and the sweetness of the citrus.
It's definitely got a kick. It's like a heavy habanero kick, and it starts with that kick. It finishes very smooth with the mango. Mm-hmm. I am a fucking mess. I'll put those in the bathtub there. Cleanse my palate.
I can start off with this one.
Go for it.
Crisp, I'm going to keep it at a 7.5. Actually, I'm going to go 8 because there was a little bit more crispy. There was a little bit more meat on there in the last one. Meat, I'm going to go. Let me just take a look at the other ones because I had one.
Big.
I'm going to go 9. All the meat in there looks pretty big. I had a massive one. Sauce, I'm going to go with an 8.5. I think it's almost on par with the other wing. It's just a little sticky. I don't like sticky wings. Flavor, I'm going to go with an 8.5. I really enjoyed the flavor. It's got a kick to it. It's got the citrusy mango flavor to it. Or like that fruity mango taste to it, so it blends well. I mean, that's one of the better mango habanero wings I've had in a while. And then I'm going to go with 7.5 on the price.
You're going to roll in at 83. I think I'll be pretty similar as well. I'll go with an 8 on the crisp. I wouldn't dock them. I wouldn't say it's any worse than the other one. And it's a thicker sauce. Mm-hmm. Meat, I'm going to go up to an 8.5. Every wing in that side was bigger than any wing I had in the mediums. Again, as we touched on, very, very tender, very juicy, very succulent. Sauce, I'm going to go with a 9. That's a very, very nice sauce. Very thick. It's a wee bit sticky. That's what I think is going to stop it from getting the full 10. But I do like it. Flavor, I'm going to go with an 8. Blended very well, which is not necessarily for me. A little bit strong mango. Excuse me. That's one of those wings that if, like, for this purposes, we're sharing them, perfect. I don't think I could polish an entire 10 of those.
Yeah.
But I'm going to come up with an 8 as well for the price. Literally, wow. Same wavelength, 83.
Just scored differently, I think.
I scored differently, but double 83s, double 80s.
That's how you know, like, we've been doing this a while.
And the next run that we're going to have is those gar parms. That just look phenomenal.
That is cool. Oh, I gotta get some of that liquid.
The bottom of the barrel looks just phenomenal.
I almost don't want to blue cheese it.
Yeah, that's why I think that's where we got to do 2 of them, right?
I'll have one left over for Heather.
Hell yeah.
Pretty good.
Yo. That's almost like the gar parm from Mammo's that we really liked.
It's like the first gar parm I've seen that isn't doused with cheese. Oh.
Man down.
We're kind of lucky. You and I have two pretty good food spots like right next door to our work.
Seriously.
Did we do the other one yet?
Yes.
We did.
All right, with the blue cheese.
I end up actually spoiling myself like once a week eating at one of the two spots.
I'll tell you this much. If I go to the other place, their stinger sub,
Oh wow. Yeah. I think I had it once or twice.
their stinger sub is special. It's different. It's a chopped stinger. So all this cheese and your steak and your chicken, it's all just ran together, and it's phenomenal.
I always get that they have a special, one special. It's 5 boneless wings and a slice of pizza for like $10, and a drink.
That's actually a really good special. I'll go ahead here. Crisp. It is going to get docked a little. That one was very soupy sauce, and I took a hit. It's a 7 on the crisp. Amount of meat, we're going to an 8.5. The wings just keep getting bigger. Amount of sauce, that is a 9. That is a really, really nice sauce for garlic parm. Amount of flavor, I'm going to go with an 8.
You know that, okay? Pretty good.
I got maybe a little bit overpowering from where I wanted to be with the garlic. Not a whole bunch of cheese, but not a bad thing. Usually we just desecrate garlic parm. So, and I'd go with an 8. I would pay for that again. So that would be an 81 for me. Excuse me.
I actually think I might get those on a sandwich.
Yeah, that on like a finger. That sauce and a chicken finger sub for like a stinger would be.
It would just be fucking messy. Crisp 7.5. It's just as crispy, a little less crispy than the other one that we just had, but not as. I wouldn't say it's less crispy than the medium. I really liked this wing. I'm gonna go with an 8 on the meat. The 2 decent sized drums there. Sauce, I'm gonna go with a 9. I think the amount of sauce in there is almost perfect. It was just like Kyle said, very soupy. You had to dig at the bottom to get a lot of the sauce on the wing. Flavor, I'm gonna go with a 9 as well. I did enjoy the blending of the garlic and parm. It wasn't like, I think what they did is they mixed it instead of like a lot of places will just toss the cheese on and then throw garlic.
Yeah.
I think they honestly made a sauce and did like a little whisk in there.
Hell yeah.
I love that. And then I'm going to give it an 8 on the price because I would pay for those. Have no issue. That's an 83.
It's the only one we haven't agreed on, but still gives a very easy decision. It's an 82 average. They might cheat their way into the back half of the top 25 here. Depends on how these hot wings are going to
I don't have high hopes for the hot wing because they look just like the mediums.
They do. And it's a little upsetting. It's a traditional hot wing.
They're only like point loss, I guess you'd say. It's just blue cheese from out of the. I didn't see if it was Ken's or Rudy's or whatever.
Cane's. That's gotta be Cane's.
You see, there's like 12 variations of cane now.
Yeah.
There's cocaine. There's gain.
Blue Cane, because they couldn't call him Blue Cane.
Mm-hmm. Our late great Anthony could have been Kane. His last name and.
Oh, when I first saw it, I popped because I immediately thought of Anthony as much as he hated the man who played the original Kane.
Before. What's his name?
Before what?
Like, what the hell is his name? Paul something?
Glenn Jacobs.
Glenn Jacobs.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Glenn Jacobs is?
Oh, yeah. Hardcore fucking right-wing political nut job.
I mean, he's a mayor.
Yeah.
Get another one.
I don't know how I feel on these.
It's tough to tell them all different from the medium. But you and I, time and time again, talk about how places don't really care about hot wings because they're not frequently ordered.
This is kind of exactly that. Fuck it. I'll go. Crisp is going to go down to a 7. They were very flaccid, per se. Amount of meat, I'll give them an 8.5. They're big wings. Amount of sauce is a 7.5. It's just, there's not a lot. It doesn't really soak into the wing. The first couple ones on top had it. There's not even like a bottom of the barrel that I'm really seeing. Flavor is a 7.5. Like, it is a very, very traditional hot. And it's a 7.5 on the price. Like, I'm definitely not paying for that over and over again. So it's a 76 for me.
I'm going to go 6 on the crisp. Like Kyle said, it's definitely not as crispy. Which is weird because all the other wings were just fine. Meat, I'll go with a 7.5. Out of these ones, there weren't many too big ones in there. Sauce, I'll go with a 7. I wish there was a little bit more on there. These are kind of lacking in the sauce department. Flavor, I'm going to go with 6.5. It's not really a hot wing. I wouldn't have known it's a hot wing if you told me. And price, I'll go with a 7. Because instead of a 7.5, I will call it a 7. Just because I probably wouldn't pay for those ones. It's a 68.
It's going to just fall off that list. Like we said, not bad. Definitely not what I'm telling you to run out to do our order.
The rest of the wing's fine. But.
Yeah. Ooh. That was rough. Shout out to the butcher Andy Williams from AEW. He's got a pop-up wrestling show happening this Saturday. Yeah, that came up out of nowhere. Blissmas 24. Seems like a pretty cool event. A lot of AEW guys going to be on that show.
Oh, that's cool.
Gary, got anything you want to shout out?
Almost Merry Christmas. I don't know when this will be next week. So
No, this will be this week. This
is this week. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah to everybody.
Coming up on it.
TQTribeTVPro.squarespace.com. That's where all of our stuff is at. You can also look up Two Dudes Eating Foods on TikTok. I post some TikTok stuff, different places around the country. I've been to 3 different states so far. Is there a draft in here? Is that still coming
It's
out?
somewhat still a thing. We got one in the chamber. Just we got to record another one.
Unhinged and Untethered is a thing still. They got their podcast coming. When's the last time you released that episode?
Yeah, it's been Halloween, so we're 2 months behind.
Okay,
we got to
so-
get some stuff going forward there.
Their creepy podcast. All the
All the wild
Yeah.
shit, paranormal, cryptids, conspiracies, you name it, we talk about it. The Dark Side of Disney was a recent one we did. That was a pretty cool one.
which is interesting shit.
Yeah.
You'll have to do some digging into the assassination that just happened. There's some you didn't hear about that? The assassination of the CEO in New York City. Some kid just walked up to him in broad daylight, shot him. They just caught him today, but there was some weird
Interesting.
stuff going on behind it.
Interesting.
I guess it happened last week.
Can never. Shit, I'm waiting for. I'm sure we'll have a serial killer episode at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't want to go down the whole spiral of being just a crazy serial killer podcast. But
Nikki Two Scoops taking a break, but he'll be back open in the spring.
Chicken dipping. Congratulations to Kyle for chicken dipping. Just got
Yeah.
married.
Yeah.
Officially. Well,
I did see they got married, and then they did a...
Yeah, they had their
Official
ceremony because they had gotten married actually just prior to Wingfest.
Yeah.
But they had their official ceremony and whatnot. So they are all good to go. Congratulations, warm wishes to Kyle and Ileana. I know Kyle's always been on the show in the past. Can't remember if Ileana has or has not.
I don't think so.
Maybe in clips.
Yeah,
in a couple
in the
clips.
maybe in the background.
Shout out to AWS Angel Wing Sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Hit her up. Get some Blood of Christ rib
Blood of
sauce.
Jesus.
Blood of Jesus rib sauce. Some Angel Wing Sauce. That is still wonderful, wonderful stuff. And shout out to Jeanette at the Beauty Parlor. Hit her up over on Southwestern Boulevard. It's the holidays. Get yourself a haircut. Make yourself look pretty. I think that'll do it though, right, Gary?
I think so. I think we covered our bases here.
So, that being said, guys, until next time, Gary, you keep on spreading those wings or spread your legs.
Consensually.
Peace out.
Cue the music.